Hey, good morning. Welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun. Today I want to discuss something that's really relevant to anyone who goes out to a steakhouse. The Mishnah is talking about steakhouses over here. Mishnah Yud specifically in Parag Aleph. Mishnah says, "Ain't solon basar batal beta yom." Even Beis Hillel normally says that as long as I started my malach, I did the ma'isa, whatever ma'isa the human being is doing before Shabbos, even a second before Shabbos, it's okay. Because it goes after your maisa, even though it would become cooked or roasted or grilled on Shabbos, I didn't do anything wrong. However, when it comes to cooking a steak, you have to make sure that it cooks 1/3 of its growth, of its cooking, right? This is what the Rav says, and many Mefarshim say. The Rambam, I think, says half of the bishul. It has to reach that point before Shabbos starts. The reason being, the Gemara explains, people are very careful. They should be very careful to make sure their steak is cooked the perfect amount. You don't want to ruin the steak, right? You go to a steakhouse, you order well done, you just ruin your steak. You just threw out, $100, $50, whatever you pay for your steak. You just threw it in the garbage because you're eating charcoal. You're eating dry meat. Why would you do that? It's stupid. Even though all the waiters say, okay, what do you recommend? Either medium well or well done. No. If you want to enjoy your steak, you got to get it medium rare. So I'm going to divide, for the sake of simplicity over explaining this mission, I'm going to divide. There's 6 ways of cooking a steak, right? 5 of them are very common. Fully cooked is well done. Right below that is medium well done. And there's medium, and there's medium rare, and then there's rare. That's 5. And then between when you start cooking it and rare, there's, undercooked. Rare is not considered undercooked. It's just considered very lightly cooked, very lightly grilled. But then there's undercooked. So we have 6 stages over here. So what's 1/3? 1/3 of the grilling or the cooking is not very hard to figure out. If stage 1 is undercooked, so stage 2 would be rare. Rare. So as long as it's rare before Shabbos, that's okay, because you're happy with it, right? You'll take off the meat right away off. You're able to eat it. That's the way to eat a steak, according to some of Farshim. The Rambam says no, a half, right? 3/6, not 2/6, 3/6, which is medium rare. So it's a machlokes between the Rishonim. What's the best way to eat a steak? Is the best way to eat a steak 2/6 of its cooking, 1/3 of its cooking, which is rare, or medium rare? And I believe I like the Rambam's shot. I think medium rare is the correct amount of time to eat a steak. But some people prefer steak rare, so that both explanations make sense. The point is that once it's cooked that amount, so you're not going to go and speed up cooking more, and you're not going to quickly take out the coals, which would be mechabet, or stoke the coals, which would be mavir, because it's cooked the right amount, right? So if you didn't cook that, if it was undercooked, if it was 1/6 cooked, right, before Shabbos, so therefore people are not so careful. As opposed to Mishnah Yud Aleph, we're talking about people, the Bnei Chabur, the people who are cooking the Korban Pesach, are very careful. Or people, the Kohanim, are very careful. A regular person is not so careful. They're not going to, people who cook steaks, unfortunately, they're not so exact in how they like their meat, because people don't appreciate a good steak. People don't have delicate taste like me, and they appreciate exactly. It has to come out perfect, the steak, because if it's cooked too much, it'll be too dry. And if it's cooked too little, right, then it's not cooked. You don't taste the fact that it's cooked. It feels bloody. A rare steak is a little bloody. It's not really good enough. It's too juicy. So you have the medium rare where it's juicy, but it's cooked. So it's a very hard combination. Normal people should care about this. The mission is saying you should care about this. The problem is that most people don't care about this, and therefore, if it's undercooked, people are going to make miscalculations with the cooking, and they're going to stoke the coals. They're going to take out the coals because they want to make sure. We're not talking about misasek over here. They do it by mistake, right? They're forgetting. Misasek, you're not chayav on Shabbos, right? I didn't realize it was cooking, so I just stoked the coals. No. We're talking about precision over here. People are very careful. They should be very careful of how their steak turned out. So on purpose, they're going to mechatek cholim. It's Shabbos, but I want to make sure I have a good steak for my Friday night dinner. So therefore, that's what we're worried about. So Beis Hillel agrees over here, because we're talking about expensive meat over here, steak. So therefore, you have to make sure, unless it's cooked the right amount, rare or medium rare, according to the Rambam, so then you might stoke the coals, or you might take out the coals in a panic, and therefore are worried. That's the explanation of the Mishnah Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.